Here we go. I'm going to start the timer. Let's get into this. Hopefully this is really nice. Thomas L. presents. Or is it presents? Have they got presents for us? Yeah, criticism hard. Soon my soul will return to me. Fallen Star. Ooh, quick transition. I like that. I'm already impressed. Wait, Claude. We should stick closer together. We're almost to the island. We need to hurry, though. If the Empire gets to the Fallen Star before we do, who knows what could happen. Calm yourself, Claude. As you see, nothing is falling into hell right now. We must pace ourselves. This island has killed many before us. I've given up trying to keep up with the young prince. Alistair's right. We must pace ourselves. Very well, but we have to hurry. We need to get to the Fallen Star before Vals with the Empire obtain it. The Fallen Star. So, once again, I'm here. So many games are about a literal star that's either fallen or missing. By decree of the Order of Ragnar, do not approach. Oh no, please no, please no. Please no. It was immaculate. There was an immaculate atmosphere happening. Please do not approach this sacred place. Oh, I love this background though. Quite nice, subtle. Claude, monsters ahead. What? What you say? No approach. Wow. I feel like the tension has been broken. Weakening shot. Good thing that guy has wings. That's true. All enemies. Always choose all enemies. That's almost always the best one. On an enemy? Is there one on all enemies? Nope. How about just Flame Ball? Rouses all allies fighting spirit? Yeah, let's do that. If it's on more people, then use that if you can, usually. It's my advice. Wow. Are we gonna die? Is this like the type... Oh no, we're not gonna die. We should be fine. All allies HP. Okay. No, I like that. Make a user harder to target. No, I like this one. Heal everybody. What if that's OP? Skill. All enemies. Performs... Oh, 4 attacks on 4 enemies. That's a good one too. Yeah, the more the merrier. Game overs. Let's just attack for now, because there's only one left and they're not going to be too hard of a mission. Heck yes. We got this. I'm just going to eat something real quick while I do this part. Let's keep going. Looks like we'll have to face Mosnurturs while we're here as well. This place, it feels different than the forest we came from. This is the Holy Land. What the Order of Ragnar calls the Obelisk. An island out of the jurisdiction of the mega city of Ephraim, the Dazos Kingdom, the Jeff Bezos Kingdom, and the Empire of Canaan, otherwise known as Conan. This is the place the Fallen Star fell at the creation of the islands, right? What the Order of Ragnar teaches is the birthplace of man? Yes, Helen Clark. It is where the Fallen Star is said to still reside, hence our reasoning for invading the sacred place. Wow, you want to invade the sacred place? Cool. We can't stop. If the Empire gets their hands on the Fallen Star, it could mean the remaining islands will fall into hell. Claude, I won't let it happen again. I will avenge your village, Helen. I will not let my father continue this madness. As much as your mission means to you, Claude, we have quite the trek ahead of us. I think we should keep walking. You're right, Miriam. Miriam. We have a ways to go yet. All these typos already? Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're going. Okay. You're all here too? I see. Well, I can sell you items and equipment while I'm here. Conveniently. However, there is limited silver in this area. If you're going to make a purchase, I suggest you be careful. You can sell me items and equipment as well, because that's how most shops work, right, huh? To earn some extra silver. But once you sell it, I cannot give back to you. Equipment, please. I always want equipment. And we can't afford it, as always. Remember to use your skills. Because of the space, you are healed after each fight to use whatever you can to defeat your foes in each battle. Are you looking to buy something? Yeah, I was. Is it post-battle healness? I wonder if we'll ever get enough silver for any of those things. Okay. Labyrinth. Let's turn this music down a teensy bit. Hug the lift. That's what I always say. It applies to real life too. Look up there, what are those things? Obelisk sentries. Looks like they've found us. Just to point out, some of those games have a lot of empty negative space. Yeah, it's true. Attacks. Wait. Do I have an attack all? Oh no, wait. Weakening shot. Yeah, let's go for it. Helen with 2 L's. Skill has, where's that all? Who does all? Alistair does not do all. But this one is good for us. Let's use that. Yeah, they need to... There's the dungeon generator thing that they might not need to use, you know? Dual attack is good. But, okay, so who is this? Claude. Okay, Claude has the attack all, and we should just always use attack all as much as we can, because that's an extremely useful one. Oh, maybe not for 2 people. Actually, that might be use... Okay, that's an interesting decision. Maybe it's not useful for 2 people. And these sound effects are pretty loud. Flash. Okay, my brain cloudy. In real life, too. Wait. Skill. We'll use it on the other person. If you start the player with a 4-person character, I highly recommend... sort of Hunting Swan. Yes, for a game like... But I'm actually feeling happy. Maybe too many skills, but I'm feeling happy as opposed to some other games I've played where, even in this jam, where it was like one spell and I was like, well, I'm not making any interesting decisions at all. So I'd rather have some interesting decisions than like none at all. So yes, it's good to have meaningful skills, but I'm kind of feeling better about this one than some previous ones where it was like no choice at all, and I'd rather have at least some choice than just feel like trapped in a spacebar spamming game, you know? You know how it is? Yeah. But it can be overwhelming, but I'm already feeling like a little bit happier about this one, except I just think it's maybe a little bit too easy at the moment, but we'll see, It might get harder. For example, if I had a status clearing skill or item, that would be fantastic because like, well, we already have elemental stuff, which is awesome. There's a lot of particle effects going on though, so I might... Thunderclap, what does that do? Is that going to be good against them? I don't know whether there's weakness based on elements. Not too sure yet. With low HP. Nobody has low HP. Double attack. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, that charges yourself. At least I know that charges yourself now. I'm probably using all my MP when I shouldn't be. Oh, sorry. Oh, but wait a minute. Oh no, you said if you have four people in your party, then yes, no, one or two per person would be great. Actually, you're right. You're correct. Hey, Ricky. Bap, bap. Oh, crap. I just spilled something on myself. I was about to say, vary it to be more than just damage and healing. Yeah, true. But, like, I'm enjoying this so far. It's not that... The combat is actually quite decent, you know? Better than some others that I've seen. Why am I missing all the time? Oh yeah, I'm blind. See, that's nice. Not nice being blind, but nice to, you know, have some consequence happen. Were those monsters made out of metal? While the fallen star landed on the obelisk. Can't get over that. Is that intentionally misspelled, or is that supposed to be misspelled? We honestly have no idea where the structure even came from, or the sentries that surround it. Neither do I, and I'm the player. Then we'll need to keep our guards up as we explore this place, because if we don't keep our guards up, then we're gonna get attacked, and we're not gonna have our guards up when we get attacked when we don't have our guards up. This statue, Claude, break it. Right now. This statue is generating some kind of force. What? F equals MA? Okay, I will. Stand back. Honestly, Roxy, that'd be great. People put status elements in their games, but the reason why status elements create interesting decisions, usually, is because you usually have trying to find ways to cure them. Status elements are great, and previously they've been great in RPGs when you can frame interesting decisions around them. But a lot of the times, you're hit with status elements that you can never cure. So you can't even decide to cure them. You're like, oh, well, I have a status element now. I guess that's happening. Thanks. True. Yeah, I don't have too much, like, experience in bosses and statuses, but... Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because, like, bosses should be, like, a final sort of test of the best of your powers that you have. So it should be like, come on, show me what you've learned. That's a great way to structure a boss. It's like, so you've learned this thing for that enemy, this thing for that enemy, and this thing for that enemy. Let's combine them all together. Show me what you've learned, sort of thing. That's a great way to frame a boss, in my opinion. Did I ever tell you I dislike statues? You should destroy this one to satiate my feelings, Claude. Teach and force test. Yes. That's good. Never heard it said that way, and it seems very legit. Fine. These statues all look quite weak anyway. Weak statues? Made of stone or something? Silly little statues. I'll show you who says have statues. Oh wait, I've already been this way. Oh, that's nice. So at least I'm glad that we don't have random encounters. That would be kind of agonizing. But am I glad? Because if we had random encounters, we'd have more chances to use, like, resource management between battles and stuff like that. So maybe I think it's good, but it's actually bad. Interesting. The statue, there's a draft coming from it. Can you try destroying it, Claude? I'll try, here it goes. Not gonna work. The statue is made of something else. I can't destroy it with a sword strike. Nice, reversal. Maybe there's a way to move it. Let's check out the rest of the area first. But the reversal is followed up by, okay, let's just backtrack a massive part of the map without any chance of having anything interesting happen between point A and B. Wow, this is a big backtrack. Wait, am I supposed to go up there instead? Wait, I am. Ah! Good one, game. You taught me how to try to pick the right one and then get it wrong and then go, ugh, and then pick the right one. Wait, can you go behind there? Okay, I don't want to try it. Nevertheless, I mean, at least I'm understanding what this game's about. I wouldn't want bosses to be made a joke from ailments, but certainly shouldn't just be immune to them all. Yeah, well, the thing is, it should be a sort of thing where if you've learned, then it should be difficult, but you should be utilizing similar techniques to what you've learned from everyone else, sort of thing. So the reason why, like, the status elements, if they get removed, if the effect of status elements on bosses get removed, so does a lot of interesting decisions. Because the more you remove obstacles, the more the interesting decisions go away. More monsters. It seems many of the things have made their nests here in Obelisk. Unless you're adding more layers. Sometimes they do that, but then they add more layers of interest to the boss, and it's like, okay, well, that's fine. You don't want to have too many that you lose the point of why you have the boss in the first place. Sorry, I'm just having a quick snack. I've got it at my desk. A boss can get poisoned, but instead... Here we go. Let's go. Bam. Miss. That one there. So instead of getting poisoned, instead of 20% damage, it's down to 10%, or maybe just 5%. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Or you can just give it more HP? I don't know. You have to balance it. I don't know. It's just a general rule of thumb, I guess, yeah. Just play test your bosses, I guess, to make sure that they're good tests of interesting skills. What is everyone doing right now? Anyone making a game or anyone just chilling? Anyone about to go to bed? Totally about to go to bed? What time is it for you, Aaron? Hunting is too? Yeah. 7:30 a.m. I'm pretty sure you have good sleeping schedule, right, Aaron? Surely you just woke up. It doesn't show whether it's weak or strong. Gotta heal. Wait, who's the person that heals everyone? Aw, yum. Aw, ice cream. Yay. That's nice. Gonna have a miracle drop for Miriam. Okay, that's OP. That healing spell is OP. A little bit of MP to heal almost all of your allies' health. OP. Thank you, Helen, for making my life easier. Yeah. The only thing about having a lot of moves and a lot of party members in a game jam is that you have to balance it, you know? So maybe what Hunting Swan said earlier was like a sound advice for, especially for game jam. Just so that you can also balance it properly too. These monsters, I think they're attracted to the energy the fallen star emanates, and also my good looks. The power to attract monsters? How horrible. I hope that I never attract anybody. Not even player? There we go. Yeah, they're like, I hope I don't attract anybody. Not even, and then they all look at the camera. The person reading this? Yeah, that's true, Hunting. That's good, actually. I didn't think about that. Or do I have to go back? I might have to go back. Man, this labyrinth is a bit of a maze. Oh, there is nothing. Sorry. Didn't realize that. My ADHD. Blame it on the ADHD. That's what I always do. Okay. So is this done now? Can we do this? I wish there was some kind of, like, way to tell whether it could or could not be. Well, could not. Could. Oh, there we go. Nope. Sorry. Back to the drawing board. I guess I shouldn't have tried. Too late, you've seen her sci-fi variant. Huh. Wait, where do I go again? Oh, wait, I go up here, right? Yeah. This one will take me to... No, this one won't take me there. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. My brain doesn't work. This sure is a maze. But it's fine. I mean, it's got some good things going for it. Gotta balance the good with the bad. Let's save. I like these portraits. They're quite nice. Dead end. Guess I come down here. Potion were found. It didn't actually say that, but... So here's the thing. You go... Oh, there we go. So you go just around and just like doing the statues. But here we go. Claude, you feel something? I feel it too. It's heart palpitations. My diabetes. Look, it said the title of the map on the top left, and I don't think it intended to. It seems those statues we destroyed triggered the central statue to explode. We should be able to proceed further into the obelisk. No random encounters? Yeah. But still, the irony is that random encounters would make it more interesting, maybe? But, like, it's counterintuitive. Because it's also, like, the reason why it feels empty is just because the maps are too big. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Because, like, no enemies at all also means that there's nothing, you know? Enemies would be gameplay, but then it just needs to be smaller. Smaller, that's all. It just needs to be smaller. It's not testing an interesting skill. The skill to, like, because the nodes of interest are like, which way should I go, are so far apart Well, yeah, I mean, if there were or if there weren't battles, it would still be pretty thing. Sentries. Yeah, just hate having on-screen enemies pretending like you have the choice to fight or not, and then you're forced to fight them anyway because bad mapping choices. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Yep. Uh-huh. There are more of them than the last group. Let's break throt them. And you're definitely a fan of some things. Exactly. Yeah. Power Slash. Wild Spear. I don't know what the story's about yet. I like Etrian Odyssey way of doing encounters where each step builds a gauge you can actually see. Yes, but I still think it would have been better if the dungeons were more condensed. That is neat. I think Weird and Unfortunate Things Are Happening by Unity used that as well, and it was very cool. If you have well-designed dungeons that are like... It's where the nodes of interest and decisions are closer together, rather than like so far apart that you have to go down a minute-long corridor to get to the next decision you have to make. I prefer my decision like points to be closer in proximity to each other, if that makes sense. That's why long animations and stuff are sort of like, it can be quite draining if you know that the next decision you're going to get is not going to be too much of an interesting one, because the differences between the decisions you're trying to make are not like super interesting. They're not super meaningful is what I mean. It doesn't give you exact numbers, and each tile in a dungeon can increase the gauge by different amounts, but once it turns red, you know a battle is close. I like that. That's nice. But I'm even a fan of, like, if you have random encounters, they can be fun if your dungeons are, like, well-designed, and your battles are well-designed. Then random encounters can also be fun. It usually isn't the fault of the random encounters, is my point of view. I know it's not shared by everyone, but I think the thing people need to more like take into consideration is dungeon design and battle design. Yeah, large and complex. If you can like make lots of interesting points in that of what's it called? Lots of interesting decisions and pack it all in, you know? Yeah, exactly. And you can also get a very boring with a good encounter system. You can still have it be very boring if they aren't designed well. So really, the thing, in my opinion, that matters the most is the battles themselves and the dungeons themselves and the decisions. I always frame it around the decisions you're making. Are they interesting? It doesn't matter what systems you use, whatever. Are the decisions interesting? Yes or no? And what it seems like so far is that there's a whole lot of blind and no real way to heal it. So you just keep missing a lot of attacks, and then once you miss a lot of attacks, then the battle goes on, and that's not interesting. We must protect the... That's funny. Just what was this place before the fallen star landed here? Where did these things come from? This place becomes more mysterious as we go deeper in. Does it though? I don't feel very interested in the mystery. Sorry, I'm being a little savage. It is getting late. It's almost midnight where I am. Well, probably later for a lot of people. Claude, this space. It may be the best idea to take the opportunity to rest here. Rest? Rest is for the wicked, and I'm not wicked because I'm not evil. I'm a good guy. I'm on the good side, you see, and they're evil. They rest because they're wicked. And everyone watching stream, they don't rest because they are not wicked. They are good. Aligned. But rest is for the wicked, and I won't rest. What if the Empire reaches the fallen star before we do? Let's not sleep. That will not be possible. If their forces use this path, they will encounter us before they reach the fallen star. And if they use another path to the top of the obelisk, that still irks me. It will take them longer to reach it than the path we're on now. Besides, it will be best for Helen to rest. She's far more exhausted than she is letting on. Helen, are you okay? I'm afraid Alistair is right. I feel very tired right now. You're all good. You're all good aligned. I agree with Alistair. We can keep watch for any Imperial soldiers who come this way while we rest. Besides, we still have a ways to go. These two, they're both out, huh? Even our energetic prince fell asleep on us. Tell me, Alistair, what is it you're really after? I'm just an observer of Ragnard, nothing more. Yes, and what about the tensions within the Order of Ragnard? I see, so you knew about the tensions of Ragnard. Listen, there's a lot more going on here than the continents breaking apart and the Empire invading smaller territories. The Order is split on where to take action. Are you here to determine the Order's response? Are you here to determine Ragnard's will? There's not much I can say, except that I'm here to stop something before it gets even worse. The kid's journey is also mine, so that's why I'm here in the Fallen Star. So it really does exist, the Fallen Star? Yes, it does, and its purpose lies somewhere we cannot comprehend. Only that if it falls into the wrong hands, ours is not the only world that will fall into chaos. The Emperor, then, as well as that Knight Valace. We're making good progress, but we still have a ways to go before we reach the main tower of Obelisk. Miriam, get some rest. I will continue to keep watch for now. Very well, Alistair. I will take you up on that offer to rest, because I am not wicked and the wicked and the wicked for him as well. I just hope we'll make it in time. Alright, let's go through that cave. Hopefully it will lead us to the top of the obelisk. That was going somewhere, and then it kind of stopped. I was like, okay, sure. Lava River Veins of the Ancients, huh? The spell herb was found. I like how the side of the building, there's a little ridge on the edge. You know, that's intentional, right? And here too, following the wall. Hello. Shop? Phew, it's hot in here. The enemies in this lava river are probably weak to something like water. That's a hint. Show me something. Equipment, please. Yeah, let's get some big equipments. Guardstone. Power. Oh, wait. I don't know why I was expecting them to kill the healer. Might have been an interesting turn of events. Who knows? Cool. We got some nice armors. Let's continue. Put water on them. More monsters. Prepare yourselves. Wait, did I already drink both my... Okay. More, yeah. Step up. Step up to the streets. Yeah, you're right. There's not really much Wait, why don't I use fire on them? I must be tired. Yeah, like... needs to be a bit of growth, I think. I'm not really feeling any growth. Flame ball? Gonna heal them, probably. Nah, okay. Why did I do that? That was dumb. Step up to the streets. Step up to the streets. Weakening shot. Yeah, might as well use that. Yeah, that one there. There we go. Wave. Use the wave. Wave splash. Oh yeah. Heal. Wait, why didn't I just use her skill? I'm silly. These battles are taking a while. Wow. Wave splash time. Yeah, I really am. I think I'll probably like finish in like 20 minutes. Well, of course 20 minutes, because that's when I finish. But probably gonna just like, yeah, I'm getting tired. Better finish this one and then log off. Monsters from the lava now. This place is even more dangerous than I thought. Yeah, well, they already told you there was gonna be monsters from the lava. Sleep is important. Yes, it is. I do need to get a little bit of work done before I go to bed, but hey, streaming is the thing that takes a little bit out sometimes. But it's been a wonderful stream. I've judged like 4 games. That's a lot of progress. From the lava flow this time. Whoa, big fat worm. Big fat worm. Wait, oh, I accidentally attacked. Shouldn't have done that. Wave splash. Are they all aiming at Claude? No, they're not. Lucky. I'm just basically using the same attacks over and over again. I'm gonna use a potion on myself. Yesterday had some really amazing entries. There were some really good ones today, I think. Which ones did I play today? Or maybe I'm mixing up with the other day. At least, like, I remember that game that we played where it was the same thing for an hour, where you just couldn't get past it. I feel like it's better to at least have some sort of, you know, progression. Seems like a dungeon crawler type. Yeah, it does. Battles, if you're gonna have long battles, they better be have several phases, I think. Because long battles where you do the same thing over and over again, yeah, then it can be quite taxing. Yeah. The puzzle game, yeah, that took a while. Did you see Bug Game, Aaron? I like bug game. I like the bug game. After jam finish, I might play more bug game. But no indication of what I'm going to score or anything, of course. Cool. And there's post-battle heal as well, which is interesting. Everyone levels at the same pace. Post-battle heal. Looks like I've become stronger. Maybe I can use it like this? I can feel new strength within myself. The logical outcome. I should be a little bit more quiet. I think that one is inarguably good though, so you're safe. Yeah. More lava monsters. Hopefully we can get through any remaining monsters. I liked... Nah, I'm not going to say any more. I'd be a bad judge if I did. I think. There's a lot of just corridors in this. No getting in trouble. Not if no one's watching. I haven't been using my faces, sorry. Probably because I've been tired. Oh yeah, and Aaron, this Friday night, I'm doing the Friday night RPG Maker Cola stream with video. Ooh. Video. Face reveal, even though you've already seen it on my RPG on Twitter. You can see my face on my personal account. And I've chatted in Riggy chat before. Once. Voice chat. But yes, we're going to do a video stream. Haha. You can see my face on my person. I probably would have said that because like that's how tired I am right now. Like the idea of having fewer but longer battles that they're each of their own challenge rather than dungeon-wide resource management that most RPGs do. Yeah, if you make them really good, but I don't know. So if you look at some, I'll show you afterwards, Craze's games are sort of like that. And Craze does it well. Craze does it better than I've seen it done in RPG Maker. He's really good at it. Even then, they're not always my cup of tea. He does really complicated single battles that have post-battle heal that are probably some of the best designed I've seen for that type. They're still they're difficult and yeah. But try it out. I'll link it to you. I'll link one of their games to you. This one will be a good one to try out if you want to go for that type of game in RPG Maker. Let me see. Wine and Roses. Why is it not loading? Oh, here we go. This is a great game in that style. It's got long battles, very complex, and very unconventional too. And a nice flavor, and a non-linear dungeon, and it's really very unique. I liked it a lot. But it's one of the few of those types of games that actually do that for me, because of just how excellent it is, in ways that I don't know. It's very difficult to explain. It's very much Craze game. A Craze game has its own genre, funnily enough. Seekers of the Fallen Star, if you wish to continue beyond this point to reach the grounds we've protected, you must prove your will to me. Wow. Must prove will to Phoenix. the thing about Craze games is they're very well balanced to a T. Yeah, they're quite amazing, actually. I don't know why they're as good as they are. I think the thing Craze has said, Craze has been on my podcast, they said that they usually write like pages and pages and pages of notes for their games. Like it's not unlike, I saw one of their game design documents and it had several hundred pages. But it was just lore and stuff. Well, it was lore, and then there was like, they also do database tables. It's not like science or anything. Don't get me wrong, but like it was just funny to say, oh, okay, there's someone who just thinks a lot about the game design. I think it is one of the best RPG Maker games that I've ever played. It is a lot, but that was for like a 40-something hour game, so it is a lot. I mean, there's a lot to be planned. But like, yeah, they do it very well. They do what they do very well. My favorite RPG Maker game is Therapist Mind Manager. It's pretty new, but it kind of hit me in a way that I've never been hit by an RPG Maker game before. And it's an incredible visual novel, incredible experience. Yeah, I definitely spent a lot of time planning with documents and sheets. Yeah, true. For a game jam, you have to get things within a certain time limit, right? But like, notes are good if you can like convert them into good progress and stuff like that. So if that's the way you work, if that's what works for you, then it's, you know, decent. Yeah, that can happen. You can plan too much and then achieve too little. It's very possible. I'm an overplanner. I plan a lot, so you're not alone. But overplanner can be like, extreme planner can be a very good thing. Oops, I tabbed out of the timer. That's the real timer. Extreme planner can be a very good thing. A positive experience if you can eventually convert it into progress. You just have to be smart about it, I think. Because there's something that overplanners can have that non-planners don't, and that is like a sense of engineering of something. An overall plan. However, you can overplan things and then it ends up, I don't know, it ends up being a bit too planned. I might plan too much. I spent all this time whilst watching you collecting. Hey, perfect. That's fantastic. Sometimes you do need that. However, you are speaking to an overplanner, so. But I am of the firm belief that overplanners have superpowers, but they just need to learn when to stop planning. When they stop planning, they need to convert it into actual progress, and you need to balance that. But like the planning gene, the planning gland, is good, and you can use it to like be a super planner, and people like say, don't overplan, blah, blah. It's like, no, you can plan. Just convert it into energy. Convert that potential energy into kinetic energy. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's it. Perhaps the time has come for the fallen star to no longer decide the course of this world. Ah, interesting. The Phoenix accepted him, I see. Alistair, you right? That was a powerful monster guarding this place. We must be headed in the right direction. Yes, I'm fine. We're close to the obelisk. Stay on guard, everyone. I wonder if this is another full-on dungeon, or if this is an ending part. Mana extract was found. This does feel ending-ish. Here we go. We're approaching the obelisk. They spelled it correctly that time? Funny. Brr. That's why people weren't sure why I've got squares around all my weapon designs and dots for alignments and rotations. Is it because of your planning? Well, that's why you're able to produce such a complete work, I guess. We're approaching the obelisk. This may be our last chance to rest before we enter the structure proper. Miriam, Alistair, maybe you both should rest first this time. Claude and I can take watch. I think I'll take up that offer, if only for a moment. Yeah, I suppose we should take this chance to rest, like the 4th time that we've repeated that. As long as we make it there first, we should be okay. So it's good to, in your dialogue, to do, like, to reveal different stuff, but I'm gonna be quiet to let this scene take place. Well, this is surreal. Quite like this vibe. The silence, very effective. Well done. Utilize silence well. This is Claude's backstory, isn't it? This is nice. These types of scenes are cliches that just work. They just do. When they're executed like this, you get an instant sense, like a silent film, of what's happening. That was effective. That was extremely effective. Probably a little too late, but hey. Like there could have been more clear character development instead of repeating the same things over and over. There could have been clear development that sort of happened alongside a brisk gameplay loop that would have made this game a lot better. But that was a very well directed scene. It just could have packed a bit more punch if it had been set up properly. Yeah. Claude, are you okay? I don't know. My mind still goes back to that moment when I felt most powerless. When your village fell below the clouds. It wasn't your fault, Claude. The Empire and that man Val's attacked without warning. This is nice. This is good. For the first time in my life, for someone in my position, the son of an emperor, I felt powerless. I couldn't do anything to protect people in front of me. This is very good. This is very good character development. We're about an hour in. What's worse, was my people doing this, and that man, Valis, the one who appeared before father suddenly. Do you think he's the one after the fallen star and not your father? Yes, he has to be the one manipulating father, I hope. If we wanted to hear, Cloud, I'll protect you. Because ever since I met you, I've felt that way about you. Ooh la 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 la. Helen. I don't think I hid it very well. Ever since you'd come to the village, I'd like you. Ooh la la. I understand this feeling you have. I feel it too. For you. Claude, after this is over, after we touch the star together, let's return home. Yes, we will make it through this. We'll both touch that star. Stop Velos, and we will protect this world from falling. Together, then, we shall touch the star. Looks like the two of you had a good evening. What? We were just talking. Yeah, Alistair, that was all it was. Oh yes, now I suppose we should move on the obelisk so we can touch the stars together, right? Alistair, you sly little... Helen, if you need any advice, just come to me and ignore Alistair. Oh, look at that. See, the obelisk is right over there. We should move towards it quickly. That was funny. See, even if that seems a little childish, that's like clear. It's like clear drama. It feels clear and immediate. I wish sometimes, there's a lot of lore and there's a lot of backstory, but it's like you need clear emotion sometimes, Like, oh, I'm worried about getting caught, and are you really worried? That's like drama that feels immediate and character driven. A winged monster, get ready. When there's one monster, it's way easier to kill them. I wonder if this is 4 on the same. Yeah, 4 on the same. Pretty easy. I wonder what beats them pretty easily. Is it lightning? I'm just choosing the ones that do damage, honestly. We're almost finished. Nice, there we go. Woo! Yay! These winged monsters may appear above us. We should prepare if we see more of them. If we see more of them, we should prepare. Prepare to see more of them is probably the right way. Watch out for status effects. They might catch you in the night and steal your way. Physical ailments can be patched up with first aid, but mental ailments require something different. Therapy. Are you looking to buy something? Buy a ticket to anywhere. That's what I'm talking about. From above. More battle. This looks like the last battle for us on this playthrough. Honestly, it has been quite a lot of like going through corridors and fighting battles. It could have been a little bit more varied, I think. Got a couple of options for what your next project will be? I've had a story for a long time, but haven't found a satisfying way to handle gameplay. Interesting. Do you have an idea for it? If you don't mind sharing. If you don't want to share, that's fine too. We'll probably finish this battle just as, you know, the time's up. Yay! Victory is mine. The obelisk central tower is ahead. We're almost there. See, they spelled it right then. You're right. It's not the obelisk anymore. I wonder if we'll get to the actual obelisk. We're entering it. Oh wow, we are inside the obelisk. And it's another maze. Oh, puzzle. See, this is... Why did we introduce a puzzle so late into the game? It doesn't make sense. Look, this is fun. So late into the game to introduce this. That kind of thing's pretty fun. But I'm a puzzle snob, so I must admit I'm a bit... What's it called? Biased. You've been able to give your party members their own little gimmicks so they each stand out, but they're generally against super long lists of skills or incrementally better equipment, so it doesn't feel like it would support itself well against... Oh, across a long story. Well, do you want a long story? If you want a long story, then how are you going to handle it, I guess? It's the end of the timer. A statue? Claude, watch out, this thing is a monster. Oh no, I'm not going to have another battle. Okay. Cool. Wait, I just restarted it. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Well, that was pretty cool. I'm gonna be writing feedback for this one.